really want to do anything else. Just keep doing it. Die for this shit. And you know what? I hope it's like that Ghost in the Shell episode. You know the one. When the fucking super algo trader fucking dies in his mansion full of robot Django.
Oh, I am muted. I thought I like unclicked that. Apparently I clicked it. I must have hit it twice. So am I unmuted now? But I was saying I think it's Chardonnay. That is the dry one. You can hear me now. Okay, good. All right, good. Jackson, I feel like this is a good question for you. Do I have mom energy? Okay. I don't. Okay, Benson says no. Okay. That makes me feel really good. I mean, granted, it's okay. Just people are telling me that I know Benson really cares about me. I mean, not that people that don't. I don't know, Dan. That's kind of the problem. People are telling me. Today I was called like the improv mom. And I was like, what does that mean? Maybe it's because I've been the only female there for a while. No, that's not even true though. There are other females. Maybe I'm in charge a lot. So I don't know. And then like people have through my life have always been like, there we go. Okay, all right. I'm in between, but if there's a line between mom and not mom, you'd lean towards mom. All right. I mean, I knew Jackson would tell me like straight out. What does being the mom of a group mean? Yeah, for real. What does that mean? Let's pin that. Cuz like I don't understand it. I don't get it. No, I already did it. Wait, did I already? 20-minute pin about having mom energy. All right. So I guess I'm like going a little bit into the cliche today. I'm going to have some Coder! You're the dad of the group?
Sometimes I am the dad of the group.
I feel like you're more of a big brother to me, Coder. Like if anything, I would be like, oh no, that's big bro Coder. Like never the dad, but absolutely big bro. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Yeah. New Balance shoes. Yes, New Balance are dad shoes, Dan. I'm having wine tonight. If you have like an NA, that's cool. Or like something you want to drink with me, that's cool too. I am stressed out. This is not how you deal with stress. Well, instead, I'm putting. Oh. Hello, Piling. How are you, love? Sometimes I'm alone. I missed you too, Piling. I think about you so much more than like a normal person should think about someone on the internet. I appreciate you, bud, so much. I just want you to know that. So what is the so Piling, the question of the day is like, do I have mom energy? Because I'm like considered the mom of a few different groups. That's true, Benson, I suppose. Hugs and cheesecakes, hell yeah. That makes sense. Do I have hugs and cheesecake energy? I feel like I can bake. Yeah, mom energy, that's what I'm told. Jasmine's like, wait, you are my mother. Are you my mother? That's funny because I swear the most. I give people the most leeway for who they are. Wild youngest daughter energy. See, that's how I always thought, Pailang. That is how I always thought. And like people are like, nah, you're the mother hen. I'm like, what? I mean, I don't let people go home with like other people if they're crappy. And I always check on my friends. We'll see how this goes. I always check on my friends like I always check on my friends like significant others and tell them if I like them or not. Just pouring it in my lap? That'd be really funny, Benson. Am I too high on this? I can scooch down. The cat is not on the router. She's right here. The only reason I believe these descriptions are applied because of a misconception about what is polite, what is attractive, to whom and for what reasons. That exists because of some arrogant prick named Edward Bernays and modern marketing. Or homeboy has an Oedipus complex. It was a girl who said it, but that's fine. But I got you. That's what J-Com says. What? What? Pinac? Coder and Pinac, thank you for the subs. I love you both. I did come back. I considered never coming back. But I did. I think yeah, tomorrow's like a day for me. I've been having tough couple of weeks in my brain, but it's all right. 7 stream streak? It would be more. After the half marathon, it should be over. I haven't talked about this much, but like I've been thinking about my niece a lot and how if I had visited when I should, she wouldn't have passed, which is about a year ago now. So it's in my mind all the time. So that's a little tough too, because it's, anniversaries of death dates are really hard. So oh, thank you, Piling. That's so sweet. A deep melancholy. People have been asking me just from like text messages if I'm okay. I feel like I'm like sending it into the universe, Yeah, absolutely. Tough thoughts. Okay, old sloppy. That's pretty good. Thank you. Yeah, it's just one of those things. It just sits in your head, but that cheered me up a lot. So, oh, I love that old sloppy left. You leave it up on my screen at longer. That kind of sucks. That's funny. All right. So, yeah, that's not okay. All right, loves. So today I want to do more Django. See if I can get some code off the ground. I was thinking about how I've been thinking about this. Oh, you fixed the bugs! All right. Very proud of you. The key lime chocolate, I know, that chocolate is too good. It is too good. Algo Bro is my Valentine this year, everybody. Old Sloppy and I threw some chocolate at him. I didn't ask him to be my Valentine. Algo, will you be my Valentine? They're really beautiful. Okay, good. So anyway, hey Hat Knight, hey everybody, how you doing? I was just about to start coding, but I actually, so the beginning of my stream, I was just like looking in on Algo because I wanted to see what he was up to, and Old Sloppy runs down and is like, hey, by the way, you can't use Chrome browser noise because you can hear it through the stream. So the beginning, like first like minute and a half of my body can't be that much, but it was like a little bit. I was like, it's just sound. It's just you saying like a bunch of F words and things. They're so good, but you have to eat them in 28 days or they go bad. I don't really believe it. It's just like a thing, but me too, buddy. Me too. All right. Welcome on in Raiders. Hello. I am Chrissy Codes and I am going to be building a time management thing. It's like kind of like a to-do app, kind of like a trick your brain into getting tasks done. It's sort of like I've never really made a to-do app, so that's kind of like this is like my version of that, but I'm doing it more for me and replace them faster. Yeah, amen to that, Piling. I'm doing this for me because I found that like I put off tasks a lot, but there are sometimes when I don't know what to prioritize. Yeah, I'm excited about it, Dan. I so I'm gonna try to focus on that today, and there are just some questions that have been kind of going on in my head about it. So I think I'll probably voice them to y'all, and we'll think about them together. Let me open it first, and then because I have something else open right now. I don't even remember what I called it. It was like tricky task. That's right. Tricky. Tricky. So, yeah, not to be confused with the to do. To do. I should breathe. Okay. What do I need to remember? Oh, entering a Python space. Like a safe Python space. I hear that. Yeah. And I can feel you breathe. It's watching over me. It's washing. I don't know why it's watching. Suddenly I'm melting into you. All right, there we go. I forgot how to use my IDE. Pythonistas. Yes. Yes, today we are doing Python. My home sweet home. Specifically Django. To 2 units per day. As long as you like them, love. As long as you like them. They are lovely. We've one time, well, let's just say we've eaten a lot of chocolates. This story is a little bit, it's what's the word? Gluttonous, so. 0 chocolates. Yeah, Tanawa. Absolutely, you should change that. So how's everybody doing? It's been a couple of weeks. I've been training for a half marathon. It's taking a lot of my time. I think like the worst part about training for a half marathon is the amount of time that you take training is just, it feels like it's so much because, I mean, even running 12 miles takes me a while, takes me about more than 2 hours. So running for 2 hours is like, hey, Hype Fox, how you doing? Nice to see you. I have don't you think you should do some of these lists? That's kind of what I'm doing, piling, but I'm trying to like make it more, give them some more priority so that when I know Hat Night, I know for real, it's a lot. It's a lot. I know, I wish I was streaming it, but I'll be with friends and I'm sure they would hate that. I am doing okay. Today's a little melancholy, but it's all right. I'm doing all right. A 2-hour jog, right? It's a 2-hour jog. It's like a marathon. Yes. It's like, right. If only I would run faster and then I could get done faster. I'm so slow. So, Old Sloppy, did that work? I can't hear it. That's interesting. 2-hour JPG. Oh, a JPEG, a 2-hour JPEG. Well, they used to take that long to load, right? And you hear, yeah, ultra marathon runners, insane. Do you know what I learned? I learned that the person who they named or they did marathons after didn't really die after running a marathon. Gotta sing? What am I gonna sing? I tried to time it. That is true. I'll sing next time. Do it again, Old Sloppy. You got plenty of points. Okay. Pattern 3. You're gonna redeem it again? I wasn't serious. Is it gonna be the same thing? What do I sing for you tonight? What do I sing for you tonight? Not this, it's bad for you. Okay, so let's throw up some code. I have to like kind of remember. I know it's ridiculous. I could be famous. Hey, Ghost Monk, how you doing? I don't think I said hi to everybody. If you chat in the next 5 minutes, I'll say hi. Hey, Old Sloppy. Dan, I said hi to you first. Ye old Django models. Yeah, so what I want to do is like, I actually want to put some code in here. So I have to kind of remember the Django MVC framework. Well, it's not MVC, but it kind of is the same thing. And I don't want to use the views because don't they just put Jinja here? Like, don't you have to use Jinja here? I don't know. I just want to do the API. So I have to figure out what is next. And part of that is just organize my thoughts about it. I have a model, and now I need to do things with the data that comes from the model, right? Mm-hmm. Right, I always mess that up. So this is where I want to say like, hey, for my like index, nice. Hey, DC Raid Boss. Hey, you. Founder's bad, looking good. Sorry, I got a little stutter on me today. All right. I'm just showing my mental model is good. Yeah, I know. Just why does Django do that? Why is Django gotta be different? So I'm gonna actually pull up the docs a little bit, maybe even the tutorial, because I just want to like, I just want to remember how to do this, and I don't want to like kill myself over like trying to figure it out, you know, because sometimes I'm just like, oh no, I know where it goes, and I really don't. You know, it's okay to remind myself. I just have to be like nicer, you know? You know what I mean? Wait, so Alga, what stage are you on then of the, are you gonna start building the interface, or did you already build the interface?
You can do it!
I know you started putting the interface between the two. I don't know, actually, I'm not sure. I don't know if you just talked about it or if you. The more I've tried Laravel, the more I realize Laravel models don't really work the same as Django ones. Oh, absolutely not. Finish most of our milestones for strategy. Moving into live trading. Oh, that's so fun. Yeah, baby. Algo Babe is on it all day. All day. All right, so did I register all my models? Should I create this skeleton work website they're talking about? Maybe I will go in order just to sort of organize my mind. The local library website. I don't need this. I'm stuck. Where can I get the source? No, I'm not stuck. It's okay. I'm just going to use this as like Like use the Django admin tool to generate a project folder. I didn't do any of this. Make directory Django projects. This is just teaching me. But I do think if I like step through this, does anybody have a better? No, let's use this. I don't know. I just need to focus and pick something. All right, excited about sexy dashboards. I have a question, y'all. This is a question. This is what I've been thinking about anyway. So no worries if you don't have any ideas or if you're like, this is dumb. If you want to be a content creator, then you have to choose the content. But Tanawa, you probably have a really good answer. But I was thinking about like expanding my what I do on the internet. I mean, obviously I don't like stream a ton, but I do like being live and I like teaching and I like, putting stuff together. And I was thinking of doing like reaction videos or like maybe like supporting the female dev community by like going through, I'm saying like a lot. Let me stop saying like for a second. By going through a lot of female devs videos and talking about them and maybe even learning from them. So I want to start like back with the like. Can you imagine if Coder like fuck put like on my word ban? It would be so bad. That would be the worst. Anyway, so I'm trying to think of content that I would enjoy. And it doesn't have to be content that you would watch, right? I don't think that like that I necessarily fit the mold of a developer content creator. But is there some sort of aspect that would be fun to see me do or fun to like when I'm not on stream to be like, "Oh, Chrissy's video came out and it's talking about people behind their back." Yeah, exactly, right? Do what you enjoy. I mean, I really enjoy like chatting and I like it all. I want to keep learning and I want to try the YouTube world. I want to test it out. It's something new and something creative and I'm excited about it. All right, so this is a database. Right now mine is SQLite, so this is fine. I have this. I probably don't need to worry about, okay, hooking up the URL mapper. The website is created with the URL mapper. I'm not in, right, Dan can code. Yeah. I do think reaction content is interesting, but I just want to be careful. I want to make reaction content that is fun and is entertaining and is valuable. And I know it's probably going to take a couple of videos for me to find my jam or maybe hundreds. I don't want to create something that isn't useful. Even if no one sees it, if I feel like it's useful, I'll feel good about it, So that would be cool. That would be cool, Algo. That's true. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. It would be interesting to have like stream look at videos that I can react to. That's a fantastic idea. I've never really thought about that. Pure live coding is a little dry. The people I see do most live coding have an audience. I like live coding, but yeah, you sort of have to put some kind of spin on it. Okay, so do I need? Let me read this a little bit closer. So I'm going to take a second. The website is created with the URL mapper. Stella, hey. I'm sorry you're going to sleep. Next time, maybe I'll stream sooner next time. I've been trying to, and next week I don't have any reason not to, so I'll be on sooner for you, Nana Banana. I always want to see more of you. Got a few trusted people to watch the VODs first so that you don't accidentally stream something that'll lead to a TO. Terms of service? Yeah. That's right. No, see, Benson, I don't like that. That is the thing that I don't like. As a matter of fact, I've been thinking of coming at it from like a perspective of, yo, like, where does this come from? Where does this knowledge come from? There is, I mean, the things I see some dev focused content creators say, and I don't mean Bash Bunny, like I think Bash Bunny's content is really rich. I think, you know, dude, I can't even think of anybody else. Like, I can't even think of anybody else who doesn't do like hot takes or like, you know, I don't know. Not Mythbusters, just like, hey, as a beginner entering this field, and I'm still like relatively beginner, right? This is what I don't understand about what you're saying or what I don't believe or what's missing. Yeah, right. Polarization and controversy can absolutely draw an audience. Absolutely. I think that's true too. And I don't want to draw that kind of audience. I don't care. I'll take the niche people of the world who just want to be like, yeah, I hang out with Chrissy on YouTube and on Twitch, and that's fine. It's nice of you to say, Benson. All right, okay. Let's let me be nice to me and not. All right. I still do mostly front end, which doesn't mean I'm a beginner. but that's what I feel. Play-Doh never gets old, but I don't believe them. Okay. But I want to figure out what's happening here. So let me focus on this. Y'all like chat, but know that I'm going to come back to chat and not. I'm in it deep. I love you, Piling. Okay. The website is created with a URL mapper in the project folder. While you can use this file to manage all your URL mappings, it is more usual to defer mappings to the associated application. Okay, that makes sense. Open local library URLs. So that's what I have here is just URLs. Where are my URLs, Pay? Let's see. Do I not have a URLs? The fuck? I just don't have a URLs right now? I have to make one. Bubbles! Ian! Hey, bae. How you doing? New. How do I just add a new? Fucking hell. Someday I'm just gonna come in here and do a full stream with just Vim. Hey, Ian. How you doing? Do I need a urls.py? Or does that belong in my... I feel like it should be here already, don't you think? This is task list. Task. There it is. Okay. Silly old me. All right, so open this puppy because I told you to. Whoa, baby. Not what I wanted to do. Okay. How about next one, Benson? How about that? That's funny, Piling. All right, next stream is all Vim. All Vim, baby. I won't do a thing in anything else. I'm going to try to figure it out. All right. Here we are. So open up your URL and note the instructional. I know y'all can't see everything I'm doing, so I'm going to move it over a little bit and down. Here we go. That's fine. Okay. Instructional text, which explains some of the ways use URL mapper. So if I'm trying to work on an API instead of a MVC sort of thing, then do I still need to pay attention to the URL patterns, or is that going to be in a different, like, will my endpoints for my APIs be in a different framework? Does anybody know? The classic breezy freedom of not having to use file-based routing. Is that what it is? What is file-based routing, Dan? Thank you for the follow, JHTKS. I'm already feeling a buzz. So if I take another drink, it's out of habit. Try to like catch me on that and tell me not to. So, okay. Because otherwise nothing is gonna get done. It'll be fun though. Okay. So does anybody know the answer to my Django question? Remove it from my desk. Hobbit drinking. Maybe a couple more sips. If I remember correctly, you should be able to do CRUD operations with pretty default set of URLs. Like create. Yeah, I got you. Hey, Kandarsa. Oh my God. Yo, can I? Hold on. It is so good to see you. It is that good to see you. It's that good to see you. I just want you to know. Maybe I should stop drinking the wine though. Wait, did that not work? There we go. All right. Oh snap. You got pretty jellyfish emo. I'll do more of them. Just like 12 years or so. My information is certainly not out of date. Did somebody say it's out of date? I didn't say it's not. I didn't say it's out of date. Did I say that? I was just saying, what do I have here? So I have the API auth. So will the API auth automatically put in, or do I need to, let me just pull up. Maybe this is the wrong tutorial. Maybe I should do a REST tutorial. I kind of like walking through REST like tutorials as like a parallel to what I'm doing. So that's what I'm doing right now. Oh, that's fine. Yes, spread those emotes. Spread those jellies. Jellies are meant to come in packs, y'all. That is what a smack is. Spread them. All right, let's pay attention though. So, alrighty. Kandarsa, I gotta get animated bubbles. All right, introduction. So let's go through this. This tutorial will cover creating a simple paste bin code highlighting web API, whatever. Along the way, it'll introduce various components that make up a REST framework and give a comprehensive understanding of how everything fits together. I'm not going to read to you, don't worry. Fairly in-depth, so you should probably get a cookie and a cup of your favorite brew. Not white wine, by the way. Red is my favorite, but I would have a headache right now if I drank that much red that fast. Quick start document. If you want a quick overview, you should I do the quick start? I don't think so. I often go the quick way, and I feel like I have gaps in my understanding because of it. Okay, we're ready to get coding. To start, it's not that bad to pick up. Yeah, I don't know. But you know, I think it's not hard to pick up, but I think it's hard to like maintain in your brain because there are so many opinionated rules. Yeah, I like Flask too. But I wanna use the REST framework. So okay, so they have an app called Snippets, and we have an app called Tasks. Do we have an app? Yes, we do. We have an app called Tasks. It's right here. We'll need to add our snippets and the REST framework to installed apps. So let's make sure we've done that, which is in the settings file. So I added the REST framework, but I didn't add tasks. So I want to do that. Okay. Flask is small. Django REST framework was cool, but when it gets into serialized, I like serializers a lot. I think Laravel kind of, maybe, yeah, Laravel uses serializers, but you have to use their API framework, I think. And maybe I'm thinking wrong. But I like serializers. At least what I've seen of them. I might not know enough. I don't know. Ton from all the parts. Yeah. Oh, absolutely, Dan. Because basically Django the framework of Django says, hey, I have a very strict architecture that you have to follow. Whereas Flask is like, hey, babe, create your own architecture. Go ahead, do it, see what it's like. And I'm like, sure, but I don't know how to do that. Like, I know what a message bus is, but like, where do I put it? And then like deciding what packages to use is also kind of like a brain meld, you know? I know, live dangerously with Flask. That should be like live dangerously with Flask, right? It's like that's the commercial. Okay, creating a model to work with. We've already done this. Absolutely. Right. Yeah, right. Cross site. Yeah, absolutely. I think I finally understand cross. I mean, I don't understand cross site fully. Let's be honest. But like I finally get what it's protecting. I'm finally there. The other day I was using it. I was trying to embed a tool that uses an API key to get data into a website I was building, and it wasn't doing it. And it was like because of cross-site error. And I was like, oh, okay, I get it. You don't want computers to do this. You want people to do this. And if you're using it on another site, you can't like validate who it is. You can't, because especially if you use it on like a static site instead of like going through a server. And that makes a lot of sense to me. It's like, yo, you can't use this unless we can validate who you are. I think that might not be the purpose, but to me, that made sense to me. Finally, after all this time. Hey, Miss D's Nuts, how you doing? I didn't know you owned D's Nuts. Are you like the heir to D's Nuts? Hello to you too. Welcome onto the stream. Welcome. All right, so we built our model. We built our models. We also need to create an initial migration, which we did, but I think I messed up a little, but we'll see. And now we create the serializer class. So this is interesting because a very good friend of mine said that I wasn't doing any code because, well, okay, that's not what happened. What happened was I was doing models on stream, right? Building models on stream. And someone was like, "Well, you're not actually like digging into the engineering that you need to work with, right? Like work on the engineering, work on the code instead of just the model." But it's interesting to me that like API is saying the second thing you need to do, so models and then serializer. And that makes a lot of sense to me because I want to be using this elsewhere. But also, I do feel a little bit weird because I'm not going directly to the coding part of the code. Tries to keep your form requests to your server to only ones that come from your website. Yeah, I think that makes sense. It's brilliant, Dan. Brilliant. Oh, it's your family estate. These nuts? That's amazing. I didn't know. You get like thousands. 1,000,000 of these nuts. That's me saying that too much. I can't. Okay, so now we need to create the serializers. So we can do this by declaring serializers that work very similar to Django's forms. Create a file in the snippets directory named serializers.py and add the following. Okay, so we're going to create probably this way because I don't know why I was doing the other way. So if we do touch, let's make sure we're in the CD tasks. And I got to go down one more, CD tasks. There we go. And then I want to do touch serializers.py. Okay, so now I have a serializers. Do you guys know is there like a way I can use the shell here, the terminal, to open a file in my viewport? Does anybody know that? Do I just do open or? I think you have to do specifically I don't want to do Vim yet. Next Josh, next week is all Vim. So I will do all Vim. Wait, what is Thursday? Thursday, yeah, because Friday, I don't really fly to Florida for my half marathon until Friday. I'm going to eat these nuts, miss these nuts, because I need some omega-3 fatty acids, and I drank too much too fast. Control P, and you can search for it. Thank you. Okay, so if I do... Nice, thank you. That's super helpful. Does Vim motion in VS Code count? It does. DC Raid Boss 100%. It counts. Okay, I got you. Well, welcome on in. It's nice to see you. Hi, Lane. Do you dream in Vim? All right. Okay, have fun. Miss you. Okay. So from REST framework, import the serializers, which makes a lot of sense. These are amazing. These are good nuts. No snippets models. Good job, though. Cast doesn't have models. Did I put the models in the wrong spot? Shit. Did I put serializers in the wrong spot? Who's this? Pinak? Pinak, 5 subs? Bae, what are you doing? Don't do that. Stop it. That is too sweet of you. Is it because I'm actually getting code done? New stream, who dis? Hey, Metal Geek, how you doing? How you doing? What am I doing wrong here? Do I just do models? And this is saying from snippets.models, but you think that would be task.models, but I don't have models in my task folder. Like, what the hell? Am I like, is my brain not working? They're up here. Where are they? Didn't I have, oh, task list. Huh. Why did I make 2 of these? Okay. Well, I guess I know what to do. I'm gonna do one of these. Oh, that's not the right one. I wanted this one for you, Pinak. I'm doing okay, Middle Geek. I'm a little melancholy. Someone said that, and I was like, that is the right word. Yeah, but I think it's task list that I need to import it from. And then I'm good. So if I have multiple packages, so do I need to put this into, is this in the wrong spot? Think about this. Probably. All right, let's go ahead and move this. I'll just do that way. Yeah. And then this is going to be models. Is that what I'm supposed to do? Create a file in snippets. It's always weird to me, like the file structure of frameworks, because they're cranky about it. And you're like, well, why don't you just like tell it where to look? Probably do, actually. The first thing we need to get started in the snippets directory. So does my snippets directory, it does. I think it lines up with my task list directory. So let's do it here. All right. And I just want to do, what are my models? Task, tag, profile. Fine. Profile should not be in here. But the thing I don't like about Django is how hard it is to refactor. Like if I want a whole user module, but I've already written like the profile in the task list, I really struggle with that. Like refactoring it into another, because once like the migrations are built and the relationships, it's like, I mean, I think it's probably fine as long as you take them out of one and put them in the other. But was it PNAC? No, must have been someone from before. It was probably PCD. PCD gifted so many subs. It was last month, but it was so many. I was like 500, I don't know, 200 subs. It was so many. It was ridiculous. And I'm like, what? I don't deserve this. But I appreciate it a lot. So it's nice to see you, Gunna. Giant, are you a lurker usually? Because that's your first time chat, eh? Do I get to know you? Let's make music together. You deserve all the subs. Okay, yay! Really? Can we pin this and talk about it? I'm pinning Dan's. Can we talk about Dan's comment? Refactoring when you have a database involved is kind of hard in most apps. But Dan, that's what an ORM is for. the whole point. But the ORM is also a little bit difficult to refactor, TBH. So that's okay, Pinac. But I want to chat about this a little because I do think it's interesting. We talk about making, I know, I do like ORMs. Right. All right. I can agree with that too, but I don't know anything about it. Yeah. Yeah, when you think about how to, let me move this so you can see what I'm actually writing. And I'll put the Django stuff to the right because nobody cares about Django and their stupid documentation. Let's close this so you can actually see what I'm writing and close the terminal. Okay. It is interesting because everybody talks about making making apps that are really modular and can be extended very easily. And I mean, when you read like clean architecture, clean code, which I haven't finished clean code, but I need to. I should probably like spend my weekend doing that. It just the way it's written makes it feel so much easier. Inner cell? Talk to me about inner cell, Tacoma. Right, Dan. Absolutely. I mean, I've worked with databases for my entire career. And it's crazy the amount of tables that get what do they call it? I can't even remember. That get like sunset. And you're like, "Well, what? But I still need data from that." And they're like, "Well, we created it over here, but we don't have the like 2019 data anymore." It's like as data models change and grow, it's fascinating what happens to the data. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that, Dan. I understand what you're saying there. Dot serializer. What did I mess up here? Did I spell it wrong? I did. Okay. So I'm building a serializer class and I need to do the read only. And we're reading the JavaScript command on me. I've been doing so much JavaScript. I've been doing so much client-side JavaScript. I can't even tell you, like, writing functions to like mess with client-side JavaScript without having any sort of server interaction is so stressful. Dead air?
If the DB design was poorly organized, then refactoring is going to be a nightmare for sure.
Yeah, dead air. But do you think that, like, even if you have a well-organized database design, that's like well-normalized.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Dan, it's really the issue of renaming. So I think when you start, let me look at my models code. I just want to look at, I'm just going to do one of these. I think it's because when you're like, oh, this is not the right name for this, but that's like that's early writing, right? Like that's early coding, very early prototyping. Like when refactoring is most important is like at the beginning when you're prototyping. And then as you like get a more mature application, you end up having a more robust model, right? And I can dig that because but after a certain point, sorry, what I was going to say doesn't have any meaning, so I decided not to say it. But after a certain point, you do have to move from something really basic and a prototype to something that's more robust. And at that point, depending on the size of your startup or whatever you were doing, you have to make this big decision of like, okay, am I going to really invest into database design, or am I going to move this product to market? And I think the people in charge, indirection. Piling, can you tell me what indirection means? Or like, I'm sorry, my nose is so itchy for some reason. It's probably the wine. What do you mean indirection? Okay. All right, that sounds great. Crash whenever you want to, bae. I miss you bunches. But I see you hanging out with like I saw you in another stream the other day and I was like, I'm glad Faffin is here. So it was a stream we rated too, so slow wink. Yeah, I'm happy to have you send. Okay, it looks like serializers doesn't have a many to many field. So we probably don't serialize it here. How do we do this? Celebrate! Oh, this is where I need Wolf. Like how the ORM wraps the database. It's a layer of indirection. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes, that makes sense. Is domain-driven design where you try to organize your app into vertical or logical silos or modules instead of putting things in models? Not really, Dan. It's so what I know, and Piling, you can correct me. Hey, Count, how are you doing? Hey, yo. I forgot what I was saying. Sorry. I'll say it in a second. It was about the serializers in the many-to-many field. But so Dan, domain-driven design is thinking from. So I read a lot about it in my Python architecture book. And from what I understand, it's looking at purpose. It's like it's more purpose driven. So like things that do a thing. So like, okay, let's say you have like a stream, right? The video part of the stream would be the domain. Like the things that you want to control about the video. Like that would be the domain. And then you would have another domain would be chat. And so domain driven design puts those full domains into silos and then creates interfaces between them. I think that's the best I can do that. But it allows you to like look at a domain by itself and code it by itself, I think. But it's really design, it's design focused. It's not coding. It's not like design driven programming. It's design driven domain driven design. So it's like you have to separate those in your head, and I can't. I'm not there yet where I can separate design and programming in my head. Yeah. I don't get it. Logical silos. Oh, I see. Yes. I suppose you were right then. I'm not aesthetically talented. Ugh. I don't know what my bag is, to be honest. So how do I deal with this many-to-many fields in a serializer if I want to pull a tag in? Do they have any advice about that in this tutorial? I imagine they don't. So should I Google this? They don't have many to many serialization. So because it's defined by the model. So if you want to pull the tag in, it's going to be UI pieces for cards. Should they go in the videos module or the chat module? Yeah. UI pieces for cards. But UI pieces shouldn't be in. So are you thinking like from a front end perspective? Nice, Crash Systems. I think Crash Systems like saying that, I mean, I understand like aesthetic talent can feel like it's very innate, but I do think it can grow if you wanted to. But if you're hating like CSS and HTML and like all of that, then, of course don't do it. But I think it can grow if you like it. But cross-cutting, well, I think that's where they find their own domains. Like talking about an interface as a domain is an interesting concept. Like, or you write them like you write two of them separately. Like one manages one domain and the other one manages the other domain, and then you write the interface between them. Although I might just be like abstracting too much. I think what you're saying is correct. Oftentimes theoretical programming does not apply to realistic programming. I totally get that. I think I can dig that. So okay. Read only true, many equals true. You'll need a tag serializers whose class meta has model equals tag. I remember these. I think I worked with Soapbox when I did Soapbox. I created meta. They're not meta classes. They are meta classes. Music is fuzzy. Okay. Kylie, what should we play? I see trees of green, red roses too. I've been trying to, so I'm going to go to this singing and acting masterclass on March 30th. I'm very excited about it. And I have to pick a song for it. And I picked 2 songs, and one of them was poo-pooed because it was too easy, which is fair. Okay, so I think I'm going to look at my old code for this because I think Soapbox has many, many serializers. So go ahead and pull up GitHub. Hello. Oh no, is GitHub going to be mad at me because I don't have 2-factor authentication? No, it doesn't care. They lied. So the 2 songs are On My Own from Les Mis. I do lift too. Yeah. Eventually I'll get back to it, babe. Right now I am not. I was telling someone because I got a gym membership for 2 months to run because I don't have a treadmill in my gym. And I was telling someone who like talked to me there because people like talking to me for some reason. I don't know. Ugh. I run literally at like 10:30 at night. If you're running like that late at night, isn't it clear that you don't want to talk to people? Like I don't like I'm sort of I guess this person works like nights, and so on their days off they so it's like the one place where they can actually hang out with people, so I dig that. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can find. I can't wait to go back to Soapbox, by the way. Where are my serializers? I know I had an API in here, didn't I? Here it is. These are all meta classes. I wouldn't have done this unless, hold on a minute. So do I just do it this way? Maybe I just copy myself. So instead of doing this, do I just do meta and then model and then all the fields? That makes sense. Okay. So if I do class meta, copying your own work is the best way to cheat, y'all. Model dot, hold on, let's see. Model equals increase. Let's do task, and we'll do field, gender field equals all. And then let's see if we need I need one of these. Is it dunder all? Really? Did I just read that? All right, cool. Not so bad. A different parent class. Yeah, I think you're right. It is using a shortcut. So I'm going to do this. Thank you for the call out. That makes sense. All right, and then we'll do tag. Okay, and then we'll do. But I wonder, I did have tags. And then a profile. This profile shouldn't, I'm going to like rue the day that I added it here. Yeah, Python. Hey. Hey, eTech, how are you doing? I feel like I used to call you ETEK or something. I don't think I've ever called you eTech. All right, so we've got all of our models because tag and tasks. Okay. Profile. All right, now we can actually do some work with these. Okay. So this is saying once we've got a few imports out of the way. Okay. Let's go ahead and actually do this part because oftentimes, oh, I need create and update. Okay, let's do this. So we need to create, that makes sense. Create, update. There's got to be delete too. We might as well write them all, right? I wonder if I can do this. Why does this say validated data? This is back-end validated. That's good. You're very restful, Tanawa. Okay, so define create. We might as well add the Dan, I feel you on the like writing. Like I feel like if I didn't chat during this, this would be pretty dry, especially this part. All right, I want to do all of them though. This is just asking me to do create. All right, you have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for stopping in. Instance, validated data. How's everybody else doing tonight? Okay, so this one has, I don't think I had any rules before in my other serializer. I think I used like the API. I feel like this is bad advice. I remember like Wolf said to not look at this and he told me like not to do it this way. So actually we can kind of cheat and use GitHub. Where do you look for the are these repositories? I'm too focused for face scan, although that's a good one. Thanks, Ghost Mom, for the fantastic. Yo, heyo. Oh, I need a nap. I need something to sing. I'm gonna sing. Well, you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. All right, I'm gonna cheat. And I'm gonna use Wolfred's. Models. Although they might be a little bit above my head. Related field. Serializer related field for job title. Returning only the name of the instance. It's gonna be a little above my head. Are there any creates in here? Oh, here we go. Oh, this is interesting. Update. Create an update. It's interesting that there's no delete for the user. Is that because we don't like deleting users? Don't know. Okay. All right, we'll just copy this for now. And we can always refactor. Okay, so all right, so why is this mad at me? Oh, because I'm writing update. Okay. Okay. So this is going to define what I update. Hey, yeah, I feel like I gotta go to bed too soon, which is weird. I don't usually go to bed this early, but I have some work that I have to like turn in early in the morning. And I kind of don't want to deal with it. So, plus I had a little wine. Cheers. Oh, Ship, I went in to touch base with you. I will anyway. I'll do it later. Wine for the win. Yeah, it's going to put me right to sleep. I know people say like that it's not good to drink alcohol before you go to bed. And I don't usually, but so this is interesting to me. Let me make sure this is similar to what I want to return. Bubbles! Switch this over. So I don't need to worry about What is this instance thing? It's the instance of the task? Yes, I will. Now or whenever? No, it's like on a personal side. So I'm not going to touch base now, but I'll touch base later. I want to ask some questions, like update. I want an update. If you want to just throw an update in, like I want to know how your week went last week. That kind of thing. Okay. So, yeah, so if I do instance.task dot and the instance, hold on, let's clarify this. So the instance is of models.task. Right? Why is that being cranky? Models, do I just put task here? It won't let me be explicit as well. Okay, fine. Fine, you annoying thing. And the validated data is any. Let me pull up the serialization that they want me to do. And I'm also looking at Wilfred's code because Wilfred is Django hero. So bright. Sorry it's so bright though. Y'all, this is the quietest stream. I don't have a lot of distracting chats. Y'all must be like seriously like focusing on your Pomodoro. I can co-work. That's what you want to do. It is bright. I know. Turn it off. Turn off the website. It's too bright. I can't take it. Okay. All right. So if I want to I think I just do return task here for now. No, that's not right. What I need to do is update the task, right? So I need to do instance dot update task. Oh, but that's probably written somewhere else. I see. Okay, so let's see. I want to know what this is. So this is instance.profile. It must be in the file previously. All right, so let's see what the serializer wants. The other one wants me to do. It's kind of cozy. Transferring domains, enjoying the cozy. Almost finishing a refactor. You nerds. I'm just here. You make sure you do something somehow anyway. Okay, Ghost Monk. I'm down with that. Oh, I see. All right. So I need to all of them next week. I did not say end there. Oh, I see. That's true. Okay. So I think deciding whether I want to It's tough using like something that's so what's the word? Mature, like Trinova, as like a model of what I want to do. I did not is a little bit tough because I feel like this update is coming from like this is saying instant. So profile underscore, if profile underscore data, okay, if there is profile data, if it equals validated data, I don't understand this. This probably, I don't know what this means. I can guess, but I don't. Then update the instance of that profile with profile data. But this update profile seems like it's a method elsewhere. And I don't know how to, it must be in the user models. Let me go look at this. If I go to user, oh, damn it, where the fuck was that? That was the closest one I had that. Hold on, let me look for another create. Maybe user is not the right one. Yeah, okay, here they are. No, still not. Because it used like jobs and buses and things like that. So I probably shouldn't use this as a model. All right, I'll use the crappy code. I will use the crappy code from the tutorial. But it's basically saying update each separate one. And I feel like you don't have to do this, but I guess I might as well. Oh, you know what? Maybe I need to write update task and that'll happen in there anyway. Serializing isn't Pythonic? I don't care. I'm using the API. Okay, so let's drop this. And instance dot. So I think again, this is making me do more than I wanted to. Instance name, important due date. I just want to look at this at the same time. Oh, God, I hate how messy this gets. Hurts my brain. All right, so instance.name equals validated data. Yeah, I feel like this is so unnecessary, but if I don't know how to do it this way in the first place, maybe I shouldn't try. Get name and put in the instance.name. Okay. No, that's not what it is. I feel like any sort of dogma I can't get behind, but maybe that's the whole joke. Yeah, I should not have had a glass of wine. That's interesting. I guess I'll keep it like that and see what it comes through as. I guess I'll just have to. That's going to be kind of annoying. Ugh. This feels like not code. Is this one of those things where it's like, oh, Ship, you can decide. I've got tea, I have wine, and I don't have water, but I'll get it for you. You pick. What do you want me to hydrate with? I'm definitely a little wind up, so it's fine if you choose wine. Stir in the political pot. Oh no, yeah. Yeah, I had Google domains. I feel you there. Tea is good. All right, tea it is. I don't think I want to update tags here. I can update tags where they are. But the interesting thing is, like, maybe I do need to update the tags. Like, if I choose a tag, I guess I do have to update tags. Yeah, that's not, it wasn't the right way of thinking about it. Maybe it was, whatever. This seems like the tags that are in the relationship with the. My fingers are freezing, by the way. I wore this like today because it's warm and like it's comfortable, although I like shrunk it recently, which sucks a lot. It's cozy, but like it's not cozy enough. I am freezing. I'm so cold. All right. The first part of the serializer class defines the fields that get serialized right here. The create and update define how fully fledged instances are created or modified when calling serializer save. Okay. Okay. I wonder if that'll work the same. I wonder if I just do return task. I wonder, hold on. Let's see if I can do return task dot object dot update validated data. Should I just do this instead of this? Let's see how that goes. Maybe you need a scarf from the fur of a teddy bear. I would love that. That sounds amazing. I want a scarf from the fur of a teddy bear. It sounds like slightly evil. I love that. If I get too drunk to code, I'm gonna sign off, by the way. Don't want to like mess up terms of service. Do you guys want me to talk in my Django After Dark voice? Really low. Helps people sleep. It's got a little ASMR feel. How was that ad break, everybody? Did you enjoy that? What did we watch? What are the new ads of the week? I haven't seen them in a bit. Although I probably should write me or watch me some ads, but. Drop this because the instance, it's not going to need to look up the instance. It's just going to grab a new one. So that makes sense, actually. I don't need the instance. This is why I need the instance, because I need to go look at the particular instance of the. It's so hard. I find it so hard to work with frameworks when you're brand new because you really just don't know what they're doing. And abstracting all of this away, I feel like, is such a detriment to new users, to new people. I mean, I feel like one of the first things that I see in boot camps and things are like, like learning the React framework. And yes, it's very important to know that framework because that's what you're going to apply when you go to jobs. Yeah, no, I absolutely think I get that header because like the schema might change as you like work with what you want to do with it. And to even know what you're doing. Kind of hard to see Python in this. Funny enough, it is a little weird. Yeah, it's weird. I feel like that's true, Pailing. Like it's odd. It feels weird for me to write it, when I'm like sitting here and I'm like, well, okay, this is where that thought process came from, right? I was thinking like, okay, objects create validated data. Like it's mostly the update, right? Like how much is in this update function? It must grab the, original by the ID, the original instance by the ID, and then it will update that instance, right? So there's actually a lot that goes into this. And it's like, how much of that is abstracted here? And how would you know that if you were a beginner? And even like, sure, okay, if you grab it as like just a conceptual idea, I'll tell you in a second, Ghana. If you grab it as a conceptual idea, yes, that's fine. But like piling, that's the same thing as me saying like, oh, I get it, when she really doesn't get it. She really doesn't understand the like depth of it. And once you understand the depth of it, then you're like, well, then you know why you're using this framework. And I keep going back and forth with this. And it's just it's crazy because I've been working in the field since I started. Like I've been really lucky with that. And now we need mile-long method names. Amen to that, right? I know. I know. I know. But hold on, I was saying something. I got in the middle of something. Oh well, it's fine. I mean, as I'm building in JavaScript, I can see that, but I would love to be doing it in a more robust in language and maybe even backend. If someone is right, Hatter, then they're definitely agreeing with you. Somebody gets me. All right. Like, okay, here is what happens. I went to serializer save, right? And it's like, okay, I know what serializer save does. It probably calls an HTTP method that calls both create and update. Do I think it's a language problem? I think only with JavaScript it's a language problem. Do I think it's a language problem? What a good question. No, I don't think it's a language problem. That's my real answer, is no. I think I've just been working with like client-side JavaScript. No, wait, what are we talking about? What is a what problem? I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. That the frameworks No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I mean, you know what? I got to take a step back. That's a good question, Piling. That's probably like the richest question that I've thought about all week. Like languages that aren't written intuitively, do they beg for frameworks to simplify them? And if they didn't, would we have like a shortage of developers? Would we be able to keep up with the technology and the speed and the rate that we sort of grow? You know, because I do feel like some people do really well when they learn a framework first and then they're like, why am I doing this? And they dig into it. But some people never dig into it. And then some people go the other way. But why is it necessary? If languages were so clean and so easy to understand, I still don't think it's a language problem. Because I think if you really understand the base of a language, well, I don't know. I mean, packages are really useful, and then multiple packages make a module, and multiple modules make a framework. So I don't know the answer to that question. Packages are too useful. Oh my gosh. You're so silly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good point. There are more frameworks for simpler languages because of the trade-offs. Because of the number of lines you have to write to get to a certain point. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm going to take this off for a second. Oh my God. Grey Hatter, unplug your own stuff on my stream. I'm just teasing you. I'm just teasing
You can do it!
I know, Ghost Monk. I got an itch right here. I don't know what it is. It's just itchy. That's not true. Oh my goodness. Is GitHub a framework? No. That's okay. Nobody is going to use Trixie. Build it anyway. Okay. So let's. I don't think I really need a profile right now, honestly. Oof. I caught that. I should stream a little earlier next week so that I can sleep at a decent time. All right, so we have our pretty little serializers. Now let's work with them. Okay, the serializer class is very similar to a Django form class, whatever the fuck that means, and includes similar validation flags on various fields such as required, max length, and default. Okay. The field flags, so this is backend validation. The field flags can also control how the serializer should be displayed in certain circumstances. Oh, I see. Widget equals widgets.textarea. Man, I feel like you have to be good at Django form classes first. We can actually save ourselves some time by using model serializer. Look at this. They got to it, as we'll see later. But for now, we'll keep our serializer definition explicit. Before we go any further, we'll familiarize ourselves with using our new serializer class. So who is what? Bad cop, what? It's me. It's me, babe. How are you doing? How come you don't have an auto shout out? That's so stupid. I'm going to do all the shout outs for you. I don't think I do stream. It's just a fluke. It's Django. I don't. Oh my God, did you see my API error? Oh, that's so funny. Okay, gotta fix that. That's funny. That's because the shout out wasn't written in Bash, and so it doesn't recognize bad cop streams. I know. Hey, Tapir, how you doing? Fair summary of my streams. That's funny. Okay, hold on. Before we go any further, we have to familiarize ourselves with using the new serializer class. Aw, Hatter. Bad cop. Hey, you. Now you're one of us. One of us. So that when I finally fix my my shout outs, that would be hilarious. Yeah, no, that's definitely a bad cop. How did you get so funny, by the way? You're so funny. I want to be funny like you. I read your tweets and I'm like, damn it. Damn it. Did you go to school for comedy? I don't believe you. But if it's true, that's awesome. I want to go. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm on my second glass of wine. So. Bad cop. I was thinking of our Twitch. No, it was funny. It was. I was thinking of our Twitch con extravaganzas, and I was like, man, I want to hang out with Bad Cop again. I know. Do we have to wait that long though? Why? Are you gonna stay with me this time? I don't think your roommate's gonna come. You should stay with me this time. Okay. What are we doing? Let's open up this shell. I know, for real. I probably should do that. But I can't bring myself. If ever the day of reckoning comes, I want to be there. But I feel ya. Absolutely no reason. So does that mean yes? Are you telling me yes? Okay, hold on. Did you forget to activate the virtual environment? Look, y'all. Go ahead, Grey Hatter. Say your thing. Do I even have a virtual environment? It's not that one. I do have a virtual environment. You gotta teach me Bash framework. What is it called? Bash works. I'm drunk. I'm not drunk. I'm tipsy. Yeah, I feel ya. They are a hack. Can I do this? Um, what do you mean it's not a directory? Oh, because I CD'd it instead of sourced it. Okay, what do you want me to do with this shell, Mr. Tutorial? Yes, and I can argue for reasons not to use virtual environments, and I understand them, I think. But I think the vast majority of Python users use them because they allow you to hold your code in a certain time block and allow you to update it when you can. And I don't think that's a terrible usage, but yes, they allow you to be lazy. Don't you know the number one rule about software engineers? Not the good kind of lazy. Yes, apparently you do know the number one rule about, right? Gray Hatter, let's talk about how many people use frameworks in virtual environments and how many don't. The ratio of that. Yeah, right. Then you're coding crazy. I don't use Vent. Yeah. And that's not even a hot take, bad cop. So many people don't use Python because of the need to use Venv. I feel like there are a lot of people that I've talked to who are like, I tried Python. It is not for me because of the pain in the ass that like how many packages there are and how often you have to update them, and like it's kind of a pain in the ass. What was I just looking at? This. Okay. So we have our shell, but what does that mean? So why it's telling me to familiarize myself with the shell. Let's drop into the Python shell. Okay, once we've got a few imports. Oh, I see what it's doing. So I don't want to drop. Okay. So where do I put this code? Create a couple of code snippets to work with. So these are code snippets. But the weird thing, so I just do the imports inside the shell. So if I do from, is this going to actually add to my database? From tasks.models import tasks. Is it task singular? I think it's singular. No module. Okay, hold on. So do I need to do from models import task? What do you mean no module name import? I mean, I'm kind of like, it doesn't feel like how I know how to use a shell. This feels like a script to me. But maybe I'm just not used to using a shell like this. Greyhound, no. Can we drop the Venv thing? No, never mind. Talk about it. Enjoy it. Have a heyday. But what if you need a different version for an old project? Absolutely. You don't have time to do that. That's the thing. Like, there is just not enough time in the day to fix the old code all the time. Or delete requirements and it just works. All right. All right. All right. All right. So am I missing? What am I doing wrong here? No module named models. Why is that true? Am I in the wrong directory? Tasks? I am in the wrong directory, but when I did tasks, I need task list. Okay, that's the issue. So if I do from task list dot models import task. Okay, that worked. So from task list dot serializers import task serializer. No module name models. What do you mean no oh, what the fuck are you doing? No module name models. Hold on, I'm gonna pop out of this for a second. What do you mean keyboard interrupt? Escape? Q? Maybe remember how to quit? Q is not defined. What about exit? Okay. So if I do okay, so I'm in the shell and I'm gonna do from task. This is such a pain. Header. Thank you. Is that the second gifted sub? Yo. Thank you so much. Third? Are there more? First sub was bad. I said second gifted sub. Did I not say that? I thought I just said second, but I might be drunk. Okay, so if we do task import model, import task from task list dot serializers, import task serializer. Hope that worked. What the fuck? Why is this messed up? I think if I do this, it won't work. We're just going to do it like that. I hate that I can't press up. Is there another way in Python shell to go up a call? Can someone just tell me? I see. The terminal. So my terminal editor is just garbage. That's fine. No, that's fine. Django has nothing to do with my shell. Oh, I guess I am. Oh, fuck it. You're right. It does have. No, you're right. My brain was just like, what? No. No. And that's not what happened. Ishan! Wow! Thank you so much for the 5 subs. First Peanut, Gray Hatter, and now Ishan. Hey, babe. How are you doing? How you been? How is everything? Please. Please catch me up on your life and happenings. I have a question, Hiling. What is more important in life? Using Vim or sleeping regularly? I know your answer, don't worry. I'm just trolling. Thank you, Ishan, so much for the gifted subs. I really appreciate you. And it has been so long. I mean, it hasn't been that long. You come in a lot, but it's just been long since I got to hang out with you for a while. We used to hang out in automating is a good idea. Always a good idea. Oh, you know what? That's a really good question. I've come across that question a lot with particularly with Excel documents. There are plenty of people who want to automate tasks. And the amount of time and money that it takes to automate those tasks in the way that they want is crazy sometimes. It's just crazy. And I'm like, really? Do you really want to do that? So if I do, I don't want snippets. So if I do task, this is going to be hard. Okay, task equals task. So they're saying to use code. Oh, I just have to add one of the fields. So let's go ahead and look at them. They're over here. Let's drop this. Move this over. So if I call a task name equals, what's a good task name? Shower, because that's where this whole thing came from. It's gonna be right. I hope this is okay. And then I do task.save. Bound method model.save of task object none. Is this, did I mess something up? Is it that I don't have a save class defined here, but it should be, is it not built in? Not news. Cold take. Quick. Vera, hey babe. Y'all, my best friend is here. My best friend in the whole wide world. You still don't get it? It's all right. If you have Prime, I can help you, but can we put bubbles in the chat for my best friend in the whole wide world? Hey, Vera, have you seen my real bubbles? Look at my IRL bubbles. Look at that. These are for you, babe. Oh, yeah, no. I love this XKCD. Bubbles! It looks like I'm not wearing a shirt. Ooh, look at these awesome IRL bubbles, Vera. I'm so glad you're here. I get to hang out with you. Did you know I was calling you tonight? But did you know that It was 1 year ago today. I think today. I'm pretty sure. I think I have to look. Hold on, I can tell you. 1 year ago today was a shitty day. That's why I've been wanting to talk to you. Just to like hang out. No, the bubbles are real. They're like actually real. They're blowing bubbles in my. You bet I was. I think I can look. I'm gonna look. I want to know the exact date because I don't want to. I kind of want to get past it. You know how sometimes you just want memories to die. Shirts. That's what my stream's all about. It's about like questionable innuendo and. So what are you doing up so late? I guess it's not late for you. I think I'm gonna go to bed soon, but about bubbles. Oh, very nice, Electric. Good for you. First chat. That's good. That's exciting. Are you just like popping into people's streams and talking about how you're gonna stream? You want any advice? Hey, Alex Svensson, how are you doing? Where did I go? Let's see. I'm going back in time for a second. What? I feel like I flew out immediately, but maybe that's not true. It's not telling me anything about my history, but that's okay. I don't know. Anyway. Cute sound notification. Yo, what are y'all doing in here? Tanwa! I love the bubbles. I didn't go to NZ until last week of February, so we got 1 week to go. Got it. Maybe it was March. It does not feel like it was March. I feel like it's February. It had to be like. It had to be. Hold on. Now I gotta check. Maybe it was 3/16, honestly, or the 26th. Jesus, I don't want to think about it. But I am. That's all I've been thinking about. Hold on. I can do this. Sorry, y'all. So my niece passed away last year, and it's like something I've been thinking about constantly. So I just want to. Facebook will give me a stupid fucking memory, right? I just want to remember the day so that when it happens, I can be like. It's hard, like when you lose someone like that. It's like it's not the day. It's like the whole fucking month and the like. Oh, this is a bad idea, probably. Go back a little bit. Do everything, turn. Let's see. It was, so the 27th is when I posted, and it was that Saturday. So last year on the 27th, sorry, you guys, I got to go through this. It's kind of like cathartic for me. I apologize. 26 was the 24th. Okay, so it's a week away. That's all right. Okay. Not that it matters, but that's okay. Yeah, 14. It was really hard. Really, really hard. Still is. It still is. It's like part of the reason I'm so melancholy, I think, is just I've just been going through, I've said this at the beginning of stream, but I've been going through like I was supposed to visit that earlier that month because they had lost their dad just 2 years before that. And I wanted to visit and I wanted to go, but it was just, it's just that thing where you're like, it's just stressful and you're like, want to be there for them, and I didn't go. And so like my thoughts are sort of like if I had gone, I would have been there. And it didn't happen as much. I said that last year. No, I know, T. It's not. But when it's someone so young, you think like that there is something that you could have done. I'm sorry about your brother, Ghost Monk. I feel it for real. But coding is, I've definitely been working harder this past week. Can you tell me something hard? Yeah, of course. Is it about coding? Something, I don't know what you mean. I am still getting swole on the side. Yeah. I've been running. I'm doing a half marathon February 25th. And I will hold that piling. Yeah. Thank you. And then I'm going to go back to lifting, and I will be lifting on stream. I just can't run on stream, one, because I look like a fool. And two, that's not true. I feel like I look really good running, which nobody can say. Like, I just have the stupidest confidence. It's like the one time where I'm like, okay, like, I feel like I hold on to like my color and my like, I don't get like crazy flush. So I don't feel like anyway, aside from that, I don't, because I do it at work. So I love you too. I know. I wish you could come and I wish you could come and run. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for being here. Thank you all for being here. Thanks, Rose, for the good energy. Thanks, Ghost Monk, for the hearts and sharing in the grief. It's always a good reminder to know that a lot of people have grief, and it's good to like tell us and like embrace it and be like, it's okay. Like, it goes in cycles, and sometimes it's awful and sometimes it's okay. But yeah. But yeah. Anyway, okay, let's do some work. I'm glad I didn't cry on stream. I was this close. Especially when I'm like, my half marathon is like one day after. That's okay. I'll run for her. For them. No, I absolutely appreciate it. 100%. I'm so glad you shared. And I mean, I think that's a lot of why I share, like, oh, I'm in a melancholy mood, or like, yeah, like someone I'm close to passed away and it's really, really hard. Because like sometimes it feels like you're so invisible in dealing with that stuff yourself. And it's just not true. Like, you're not alone. Like that kind of pain, that like deep pain, it's different for every experience, but the depth of it is something that we can relate to. So I know. Yeah. Hey, Leostra. I know, for real, Ghost Monk. Except I stream. It was really hard. So I started streaming in July of 2021. 21. And I was 6 months in and this happened and I just took time off. I was just like I felt like I wanted to tell everybody and I wanted to crawl in a hole and tell no one, you know. Yeah, I know, T. I'm thinking of you. I think of you all the time. And you, Benson. Anyway, so yeah. Comes in waves. Yeah. or run a half marathon, Rose. So anyway, I'm pretty excited about coming back to do lifting streams after my half marathon. It has been like, listen, like as a person with ADHD, I don't think I've ever done anything consistently enough to feel like I'm ready for something. This half marathon, because I didn't think I could do it without training. I mean, I could do it without training, but it's dumb. And I wanted to be like good to my body and everything. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to commit. Now, granted, I have not done the training regimen I originally signed up for, but that's because I was like, you're going to deviate from this and it's going to be okay. I'm just learning to build my VO2 max. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I'm doing it this is like a time management app. I should keep going. Okay, so now we want to, so what does this mean? You know what? It's task. It's because I didn't write it the way I was supposed to. Task.save. Okay, so something is happening here. What's happening? Let's read the errors. Error. Okay, task.save. Traceback. Okay. It's mad at me. What did I do to you? Not null constraint failed. Task list underscore task due date. Okay, so I have to throw in a whole bunch of them. That's fine. Let's go ahead and do that. And let's look for the not nulls. Which ones do we not want to be null? Bubbles! I gotta make animated bubbles. Like, that is what this stream is missing, animated bubbles, right? I mean, not these animated bubbles, but you know what I mean, like animated emotes. So null equals true. These all have not nulls. So the only one, I wonder if my tags are gonna need a null equals true just for this. Excuse me. Then I have to remigrate it, so I might just put a tag in here anyway. Okay, it's gonna break it, but whatever. So do I have to write the whole thing again? Or do I just do the, all right, so I think I have to write the whole thing again. This, I know y'all are probably thinking like how slow this is, but I just have to make sure that I'm understanding, because even though I'm just sort of like hitting the tip of the iceberg here, I'll know like what to think about further. So it gives me an in. No one is thinking it's slow? Oh, I feel like it's pretty slow. From task list dot models, I guess I am. Import task from task list dot serializers. Import task serializer. And then what does it want me to do? From REST framework render. This is like the JSON renderer that I need, right? Oh, that's not what I need. Okay. You know how that says, like, I think that's like, I would say don't follow me on Twitter, but join the Discord even though it's quiet. I was just looking at my socials thing. I'm like, oh, should they really do that? No, I don't say anything on X. I never do anything on X. Tasks, they be tricky. They be tricksy. Where the hell am I? Okay, create a serializer. Now we're going to check it. Okay, so the REST framework dot renderers. I think I can remember this next time. Renderers import JSON renderer. You guys, when does it happen? When does the moment happen when you're like, oh, I finally see how this all fits together? Cause like I get there every once in a while. I'm like, okay, I sort of see how parts of this fit together. And it's not that I can't see the logical pathway. It's that I'm not sure how to like separate concerns well enough. That's a really good point, T. I like that. Okay, so we have to do task equals, and we're going to make a task, and then we're going to make sure we have all the things. So we're going to make a name equals, what do we call this task? We're going to call this task showering. And then important is a Boolean field, and that's going to be, you know, if we do with, I wonder if I have to do this with quotes or not. We'll see if it fucks it up. It might. We'll see. That's smart. That's a good idea. After I sleep. What did I say about sleeping? Oh, after I sleep. Oh, yes. You're right. That's a good point. I like that point. All right, so we need due date, and due date needs to be formatted correctly. So this is gonna fuck me up. This is probably a bad idea. 2024 10:05, and then we need time spent, which should be able to be null. So we're actually gonna keep it null. Complete equals false. X. I don't know if this is a good idea. Like, I don't know if I can. All right, let's just say daily. I don't think this is going to work because tags doesn't have. All right, type error. Yeah, direct assignment to the forward side of many-to-many set is prohibited. Use tags.set. So I think this is a bad idea. Oh, I hate the shell. Okay. I hate writing this over and over again. I don't have to re-import. Okay. So if I do task equals task, but then I change it. So I do name equals showering. So it's everything else that's not. So this is where it got stuck when it ran the last line. That makes sense. Thank you. Sorry. Like, can I skip setting tags? I feel like they should be able to be null anyway, because like, I mean, even if they aren't in the many to many, I think they should actually be able to be null. False is not defined. Did you mean false? Oh, fuck. Hell yeah. Okay, so if I do task dot save. Okay, so it says date time field task dot due date received native date time while time zone support is active. Can I just live with that? Is that okay? And why is warnings dot warn only have one parenthesis? Like, I don't understand what's happening here. Why did it just give me half of the, like, is this an error? Yeah, but why does it only have half a parentheses? And warnings have half a parentheses? Look, it just says warnings dot warn and it has half a parentheses. Oh, okay. Okay. All right, so if we do okay, so what? Okay. Assert not fields is none and exclude is none. Creating a model serializer without either the fields attribute or the exclude attribute has been deprecated since 3.3.0 and is now disallowed. Add an explicit fields all to the task serializer. Whoa, hello. Okay. I thought I did that. So I don't do it in meta now? How would I do that then? Okay, let's do and not include tags. So we'll do name important. Sorry, y'all, I'll read the chat in just a second. I'm just trying to focus a little bit. Time spent. Complete. And no tags. Let's pull tags out of there. And then we won't have to worry about it. But then, of course, I have to import everything again. Do I? Probably. Want to go to space? Hell yeah. Wait, that's a bad thing? Finishing your application is a good thing. A good bar in space? Wait a minute. Are we going to space? Copy and paste? I don't want to copy and paste. Yeah, I have. So I just... Like this? That seems dumb. That doesn't work right. That didn't work. Paste. If I like space? Wait, what did I... Is this a joke? Did I not make spaces? Is this a font thing? What did I do? Oh, are you telling me are you telling me a thing? Are you saying something? Did I put too many spaces in something? I have to copy everything? Invalid syntax. Does anybody think this music is particularly loud and annoying? Okay. I think I knew that, Grey Hatter. I just wanted to piss you off. Name important. Are you sure I don't have to re-import? I could write a script. I probably should write a script, but I'm familiarizing myself with the shell. Sorry, Bailing. I'm just trying not to skip steps so that when I'm like, oh, I don't understand, it's not someone else's fault, or it's not my fault, right? It's someone else's fault. Important. Rip stream. I think it's just for you, Bay. If it is rip stream, I might just go to bed. Rip stream for everybody? Oh. Okay, that's good. Okay, so this should work. Okay, that did work. And then I did serialize it. Oh, I probably don't even have to import task again. Or maybe I do. Okay. Once I do this, so I do task.save. So I resave the task. That's fine. Just a warning. And I do serializer equals task serializer task. And I do serializer dot data. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Creating a model. I need to exclude. Don't I have this? Don't I have this fields equal all? Like I had that and then I changed it. So what the fuck? Is it because I'm not excluding? Maybe I need explicit exclude? Like, do I need to say? I did already import it before editing. I did, so I just re-imported it. Oh, am I just like in the... Oh no. Months of tabs. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing. I'm sorry, I'm so upset for you. Re-importing does not reload. Okay. But do you think I need to explicitly exclude QLogic? So how do I reload? Restart the terminal? Okay. Boy. I must have messed up. Hold on, let me make sure I got the spelling right. Oh, it's not plural. So then I want to recreate my task, then save it. Then write a serializer. I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm doing. It's still not. Field is none and exclude is none. Do I need to say field name? No. Assert not. Fields is none and exclude is none. So it's saying exclude is not none. So what the fuck should it be? Getting model serializer without either the field attribute. I almost drank this like a bottle of Coke, yo. Do I need, is this wrong? Yeah, that was the issue. All right. Someday. Someday I want the joy of writing code and then being like, oh yeah, it works. First time. Wow, crazy. I've gotten it one time. Little code. BB code. If this doesn't work, I might just go to bed. It may be sleep. I don't know why I pluraled that. Oh my god, it worked. Okay, so now we want to from snippet serializers. We did that. Oh, nice property that serializers have is you can inspect all fields in a serializer instance by printing its representation. So if I print representation of serializers, I know I made a plural. Oh, that didn't work. I just don't have a. I'm not gonna. Oh no, it's just gonna print the representation. Just fine. I don't want to do that. I don't care about that. Okay, that's fine. Hey, Leostera, enjoy the boo pill. Okay, so now if we go to views, we can create our views here to display. All right, working on some HTTP responses. There's your CSRF. CSRF exempt. That's funny. It bothers people so much. They had to make an exemption. But you still have to deal with it eventually, Bay. You see this? Kitty cat. Hold on. Let me move. Kitty cat. Meow. Will the serializer just turn the Django model into a dictionary? Yes. It's not going to be a good question. Yes, it'll be an object, which will be a dictionary. Yes. Yes, that's true. It will. That's what it does. You know, I say that with such confidence. I'm pretty sure. You should check yourself, though. Who did this? Race. If request, okay, so this is where I build all my methods. Well, the serial, oh, you forgot what you've been doing at work? That's okay. That's all right. Nobody really knows what they're doing. Yeah, Tanawa, I do think I need to sit through these and like try to understand what is happening behind them, because I don't really like doing it like this. But at least I know. It's good to know. Okay. Cold slaughter. Race. I'm so quiet. I hope everybody's like just chilling and happy with it. 'Cause I'm like, all I got is sleepiness. All I have is sleepiness. I don't know. Brianna, do you know how many songs are before you? Not a lot. Ghost Monk did that. You rock, Ghost Mom. How did you know? Tell me you're a millennial without telling me you're a millennial. This was the no-no song. Okay, that's good. I'm also falling asleep. This is like the #1 song we weren't supposed to sing. You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals, so let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel. All right, I gotta slow down for a second. Because I don't want to like just copy this. I want to understand it. So I understand this. I've done this before. Feels so similar or familiar. Kind of nice. If it's valid data, then save it, baby. All right. Let's walk through this so that I'm not just writing shit like I don't know what I'm talking about. I'll let you know over AIM. MSNM. ICQ. Nerds. Wiggle your whole chat window? So, like, why do I remember that? Leap. Well, all the Leap kids were on IRC. Yeah, I was not Leap back then. What's IRC? Chat.yahoo? Oh, I know, the good old days. All right, so this is pretty simple, right? We're going to define task list request. This is a little bit tough because, oh, it's okay. It's the function name, so I shouldn't be too worried about it. But it's not great to have a module name task list and then a function name task list. And then get all mad at me. But whatever, who fucking cares? All right, so we receive a request. And if the request is get, then we return the JSON serializer of the task list data. Why doesn't this have an ID though? Like, this is just returning all task lists. Did they want me to do that? Ooh, I love you madly, Ghost Monk. Ghost Monk has got my vibe tonight. God, I'm such a 90s nerd. I want to love you madly. I want to love you madly. Oh, fuck, I fucked it up. Hold on. I gotta say goodnight to my Valentine in case he falls asleep on me. Leader than you? I'm leader than you are. Oh man, Ghost Monk, I'm not even gonna stay online that long. But Robots is the best Flight of the Conchords song. Did it not? Do you want me to do it? 0000001. The humans are dead. Oh wait, is robots a different song? Or is it the humans are dead? Y5 is funny. Right. Nice. That's all right, Grey Hatter. You can make me feel like I belong less. That's fine. To my own community. That's okay. It's really nice of you. Not trolly at all. I'll never know. I'm never going to do it. Yeah, I probably could. But I don't. Right now, I'm just... Should this have this here? Yeah, I guess so. Guess you got to activate the JSON. Like, so... Hold on, let me check that. No, it is. Blue? I mean, if you really want to get me, you do Numa Numa. But I can't stay on that line. You guys have to stop. My... Or, did anybody love, oh my God, what the fuck was this song? Pink. What's the song? Oh, Dota. Did anybody listen to Dota when they were kids? Visita Harifenta. Nobody? And all day and all night and everything is blue. Inside and outside, blue his house. Yeah. No. The Numa Numa song, yeah. Listen to I'm blue, da ba dee da ba da ba dee. It is Dota. No, no, no. I didn't say it was Dota. That's a different song. I was remembering Dota. That's by German band, not by. It's called but yeah, everybody just called it the Numa Numa song. But that's not what I was talking about when I was talking about Dota. Drago Starinte, yeah. Yeah, I knew. I was just tired, yo. I look at me, I'm like half drunk and tired. Okay, I don't understand this. What is this part? Okay, here, I'm gonna look at this for a second in on stream. Because you want to be able to post to this view from clients that won't have a CRS or token, you need to mark it as CSR. This is something you normally want to do. I know that. The rest framework views actually use more sensible behavior than this. But it'll do for our purposes right now. I'm glad they tell you. Boten Anna. I do remember that. It's a good song. I'm really tired, you guys. I was supposed to finish work tonight. I have a job I have to finish. This is the single snippet. It's gonna ask for the primary key. I see. Okay. So this is the one we write with the primary key. I'm gonna write this quick because I'm like fading fast, y'all. Is this a different view or is it the same view? It's the same because it's controlling the tasks. So it's like the tasks. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I don't know what I was thinking. I have a girlfriend. that live inside me. I'm blue, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee. If I was green, I would die. How we used to sing it. Primary key equals primary key. Yeah, man, not having to write all of this yourself is pretty insane. Who doesn't write their own HTTP requests? Why do we even bother? It does not exist. Fascinating. With a blue little window and a blue Corvette. And a self. But I probably can't do it, so maybe I can. It'll just take me more time. To listen. If I was green, I would die. If I was green, I would die. If request.method equals get. This is like getting too simple. Streamer abuse. Am I abusing myself? I'm sorry. Dabba-dee, dabba-die, dabba-dee, dabba-die. I can see how, like, if, like, once you get used to Django, how the patterns can be very simple. Like, not the patterns, but, like, you know, knowing what to, like, it becomes very, like, this is kind of, the language of it sort of tells you everything you need to know. So once you get used to it, it seems pretty simple. Data equals data. I still have to think about this. So task serializer takes a task. Data equals data. Why? I need to think about this. So this has a post and this has a put. Post and put always get me a little bit. Like, I understand that a put is like one of these is I don't know how many is it, but like put feels like a new one and post feels like a changed one. Or a post request can be a lot more than that. So I guess it just depends on how it's defined. But yeah, no, that's always think. Donuts? I want donuts. Oh no, no kitties. Oh, doing donuts. I thought they were like making donuts, like in a truck, in like a food truck. Yeah, that would be good. I don't want someone to do donuts though. That's no good. Okay. I promise I won't drink next week. I feel like it makes me really lethargic. I just wanted a glass of wine, y'all. But I'm super tired. It makes me super tired. Yeah, that makes sense. Ice cream and donut trucks. Like, that have like the music. That'd be a lot of fun. Okay, so then else if it's request, then we're gonna parse it. Tea is a fantastic idea. I have tea right now. Tea. Tea's tea time. All right, I'm going to pay attention to this part. So this is saying if the serializer is valid, which I want to, is a method of serializer, then baby, save that. Too soon, T. I feel like I'm really like jerky because I have the copy over here, so it's not like it's fun to watch. That's okay though. Let's try to do this without. If request.method equals delete, then data, you probably want to look up the primary key, right? Couldn't do it. It's easy. Jason Voynich, fascist. Numa numa yay. Numa numa yay. Numa 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 yay. Dragon starting tea. My who, my ha, my ha ha. Why would you? Oh, that makes sense. All right, so we need to wire them up by going to the urls.py file and say, so we're going to do task, and we're going to say use dot task list. What? Who did this? Who did this? Tanawa. A lonely mother gazing out of the window, staring at a son that she just can't touch. If at any time he's in a jam, she'll be by his side. He hurts her so much. But all that praying just ain't helping at all. Goes out and is makes his money the best way he knows how. Another body laying cold in the gutter. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. I know that you're gonna have your way or nothing at all, but I think you're moving too fast. Just has a natural obsession for temptation, but he just can't see. Is this the wrong one? Gives him loving that his body can. It is the wrong one. Baby is good to me. One day he goes and takes a glimpse in the mirror, doesn't recognize his own face. His health is fading and he doesn't know why. 3 letters took him to his final resting place. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. Nothing at all. Wait until I'm doing this myself. Oh, that's silly. I know that you're gonna. Something to do with like, I seen a rainbow yesterday, but too many storms have come and gone, leaving a trace of not one God-given ray. April 10 shades of, and like his promise is true, only my faith can undo the many chances I blew to bring a life to a new, clear blue and unconditional sky. My only bleeding hope is for the folk who can't cope with such an enduring pain that it keeps him in. Who's to blame for Tutankhamun into your own veins? What a shame. Someone else. Can't do that part. Dreams, a host. The hopes of coming true. Believe in yourself. All right. So this is saying quit out of the shell, which I've already done. In another terminal window, we can test the server. So this is having me use HTTPIE. This is interesting. Is this like a fake Internet Explorer? We can test our API using curl or HTTPIE. I should probably use curl, but I'm really tired. Hey, see-through, what's up? You don't ban for stupid? What happened? Who did something stupid? I guess I am developing in Django. Yes, I suppose I am doing that. Oh yeah, me too, T. Probably could listen to it over and over again. Bass, 2 5s, 101. Lead speak. Oh man. That is so lame. Yeah, 1031 is equal to 1225. Absolutely very easy to mix them up. Oh, I love esoteric jokes in my chat. They're like my favorite. Little Precious has a natural obsession for temptation, but he just can't see. All right. I want to test these next stream because I'll be in Vim anyway, right? I'm actually very, very tired. I'm very tired. And I have to wake up early because I have to turn in a stupid project that I want to be done so I can quit my second job. I want to be done. I don't want to do it anymore. It's going to be a mess, Benson. It's going to hurt my brain. That's okay. It'll at least get me practicing Vim. You want to delay Vim? Are you going to be on vacation next week? Yeah, absolutely. Piling. Do you want to just do it 2 weeks in a row? Quit second job is absolutely win. No, Piling wants to delay Vim. I think Piling is appreciating how much work I'm getting done. Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. And I run next week, so. Can we change word ban fail reward to next stream as Vim? Yeah, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Dana, I love that. I like that a lot. I'm sorry. It looks like I'm doing something weird. I'm just petting a kitty. Kitty cat. Kitty cat. Up. She's annoyed at me. I'm just getting up anyway, sweetie. So. All right. All right. So yeah. So we can test the HTTP methods next week. We even have to. I might just plug them into whatever I'm going to use. But it's good to test them. Test them like visually. I don't know. It feels kind of silly. What are you mad about? Hold on. Mad about something. Because I'm not importing or? Got it. Syntax, baby. That makes sense. All right. Yeah, that sounds like fun. I like that idea too, Benson. Vim, all Vim stream. That means if I want to open, so I guess it's an all shell stream. So I want to open a program, I have to figure out how to do it in shell. Is that true? Like if I open VS Code, I don't think that's a good idea. Okay, all right. This is enough. I am so tired. I'm like yawning in front of you, which is not attractive. So thank you so much, Ghost Monk. You cheered me up today quite a bit. It was nice to have your company. It does attract bugs. Let's see. What am I doing? There we go. I'm doing this, baby. All right. Okay, everybody, good night. Thank you so much for the subs, the resubs. Thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate all of you. I'm happy to be going to sleep before 2 o'clock, but I will definitely see you all next week after my run. Is it next week? No. Next week is not after my run. It is before my run. So it might be the last time you see me because I might collapse on my half marathon. So we'll see. I will see you all later. Thank you so much. You rock. I love you.
Bye.